Hello, everyone. I am Silver, and we are back with Death and Taxes. We are currently on day 13. Check that later. Actually, let's do it now. Oh, yep, day 13. All right. Crow News. Respected nutritionist caught distributing illegal performance enhancers to athletes in their care. A week-long gaming marathon raises over $4 million for the Prevent Ecological Catastrophe Organization. Local hobbyist wins photo competition with fabulous frames of a freight train caught in a storm. Strange ritualistic, ritualistic forest murders have stumped the police. Okay. Border guard apparently wandered off into the desert while highly inebriated, haven't been located yet. Ringleader of trafficking ring mauled to death by a tiger they smuggled into the city. In-depth overview the merits of nuclear power. Let's see, what do we have today? Lucky day, or is it? The unjustly demigrated unlucky number 13. I fail to see the relevance of this kind of numer- numerology. It is but a day, like all the other days. Quote of the day. A total of 3 humans have to die. Humans in the field of religion have to die. Spare any humans with an artistic background. Enjoy your pleasant workday fate. So only 3. And try to keep only 3 and try to make them religious. Let's see. Mas Sheikh, 66, still a part-time scholar, part-time engineer, and part-time musician who delights in building their own musical instruments out of scrap and spare parts. Haven't I seen this before? Have we? I think we did. Not sure. None. Obsessed with religion from a very young age. Mabali moved to the nunnery as soon as they turned 13. Whenever a stray thought of sin crossed their mind, they gave themselves a good whipping as punishment. Emil went to college at 19 to study religion. For the lose. When weighing career options after graduation, they decided to become a priest again for the lose. Some argue that detachment gives them the ability to give good, unbiased advice to troubled teens. Maybe. Kamala has been into robotics ever since their parents gifted them with a mechanical construction set for their 7th birthday. They used to work at the Space Exploration Agency, designing robot rovers to be sent to other planets. They are an avid fan of violent action films. Gil used to be a sad, unemployed person, moping at home until they inherited a large sum of money from their great uncle. Now they're a slightly less sad person, sitting in casinos and avoiding paying taxes from their inheritance. Mark. Mark originates from the island of Ayara, but moved to Cosmopolis City at a young age. They studied engineering at the Polytechnical Institute, then started a side career at the MeTuber, mostly videos about engineers. This is a lot of engineers. where they've gained a considerable following. Mainly, they've aspired towards becoming a film director. He'll live, for sure. Let's see. Last one. Safety inspector. Victor graduated at the top of his class and made a fast climb on the career ladder, becoming the chief safety inspector of a local nuclear power plant. They have already spotted seven mistakes, possibly preventing many accidents. You're living. You are needed. So those two. And living. One of the two. Robotics. Oh, you can die. You can live. Oh, two new people. Let's see what it's about to say first.
Why, hello again. The den is always glad to see a returning customer.
Of course.
2 weeks down and you're still kicking. Well done. Say, I've been thinking and, I was hoping you'd explain it to me, the process. How do you make the choices? How do you really decide who gets to live and who doesn't?
I carefully compare all data with the requirements.
Your dedication and diligence are noteworthy. Must take you a long time, though.
Yes, but it's worth it to avoid mistakes.
Yeah, unless mistakes are made somewhere else.
What is going on around here?
Never mind me. I simply ain't one to trust a chain when I can see the other end. Okay, then another question I've been pondering about the process. Do you think about the people after you've made the decision? Or do you forget all about them after it's done?
I remember, but what's done is done.
Doesn't all of it make you anxious? Sure makes me, and I ain't even the one choosing. Yeah, I don't think I can handle the pressure. Gazing upon the decision tree, how it branches out across infinity, across space and time. Anyway, this has been enlightening. Thanks for the answers. Anything I can get you?
What's the deal with Lady Pardaway? Fardington. Lady Pardaway.
Fate's cat? She's an adorable furball, ain't she? Always skulking around in search of mischief. She sneaks down here, too, so I feed her a few morsels.
I don't trust the cat.
How could you not? Those big eyes, that fluffy fur. She's a real softie. It's nice she keeps Fate company. Fate's archaic. All those aeons might not be good for the, mentality. What else you got in mind?
I'm not saying this at all. I keep hearing. Nope. I'll be going now.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Let's go.
Yes?
I'm spawn number 16. What's your name?
The name is Frank Whittle.
Wait, Hang on, we don't have to be number spawned.
Well, I used to be spawn number 142, but sometimes you just wish you had a more memorable name.
Understandable.
Well, I wanted to stand out more. You know.
You chose to name yourself?
Oh, yes.
I never considered I never even considered this possibility.
It's not as exciting as it seems.
So, what's going on?
Do you know about the butterfly effect?
Maybe, but remind me.
It's like that effect. When a butterfly flaps its wings and then a tornado destroys a city and demolishes everyone and everything in it.
That doesn't sound right.
Believe me, it is. I read it in a book.
When he's making decisions, he's very skitterish.
Well, what if I'm that butterfly? Eh? Haphazardly fluttering around and then millions of souls perish in anguish.
Oh. I really don't think that's how it works.
Oh, you're not listening. Just like everyone else. I don't want that on my conscience. I can't handle it. And that's the least of my problems. Last week someone put my stapler in a large jar of strawberry jelly.
Wait, so the stapler thing is more awful than millions in anguish?
You're not getting it. I was devastated. And that's still not all of it. Last month I had to work in the dog department.
I had to work in the plant department.
But I love dogs.
There's a dog. No, we know there's different departments. It's sad, but it has to be done.
Does it really? And the people in the dog department, absolute bad apples. I was scared for the afterlife. I was. But you know, before that, someone filled my room with balloons.
Hang on, is someone just picking on you?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I have an inkling it's the one they call Lance Thrasher.
Don't worry, the name's not as cool as Frank Woodle.
Well, thanks. I guess I needed that. But other people, well, they just keep telling me how great Lance Thrasher is. How fun they are to hang out with, how awesome they are, how amazing. How they tell the best jokes and get into the craziest shenanigans.
They immediately sound exhausting.
Yes, right? I don't get it either. So, I thought I had to let them know.
Oh, lordy.
I walked straight over to Lance and I told them that I don't find them riveting and I don't particularly care about their lame jokes.
Come on. Then what happened?
But then Lance just said, keep it real, and then went on to do a handstand on their desk. Everyone in the office started chanting their name. Lance, 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 Lance.
And then they put your stapler in the jar of strawberry jelly?
And all those other things.
Why do you think it's them?
The culprit keeps writing Thrasher was here on everything. With a marker.
Yeah, he's a...
So, problem solver, what do you think? What should I do?
What would number 16 do? Either one or two. But you can't stoop to their level. But you should get back at Lance. Make them... Nope. Well, you can't stoop to their level. You must be the one to balance it out.
I guess you're right. I am Frank Whittle after all.
Come he gets hair.
I must stay true to myself.
Yes, you should.
Still, I will leave a strongly worded note on their desk expressing my discontent. I'll start working on it right away. Thanks.
No. And who are you?
Accentuate the morphological field. Oh, some reclassification of the framing stratum. Ah, I should have known. Scaffolding of the antediluvian complex. Oh, maybe. Meta-resonance trigger.
It's you. I've seen you walk around in the cellar, somehow through the floor.
An amazing feat, young spawnling. Oh, yes, that is I down in the depths. I am the prime curator of the Abysmal Archive, the archive of all existence. Or the bits I've managed to catalog thus far. Did you know there is a lot of existence?
I figured as much.
More than you are able to conceive. Ah, yes, I see promise in you, Spawnling. So, let me tell you a secret. You see, the archive sprouts a mind. Eons ago, incomprehensible to most. Those were the days. We were so young then, Faith and I. Two strapping lads. There was little in the archive initially, but it didn't take long for it to start growing, expanding.
Faith was younger? What? How old are you two?
Pay attention. Don't get sidetracked. I can't allow you to mess with the structure of this dialogue. We must proceed on topic and in an orderly manner. Now, the archive kept expanding.
How did that happen?
Gradually, one manuscript at a time. Important to keep records on everything. When managing everything. We couldn't foresee this happening. The awakening of the archive. Its development into a unique organism.
Can it escape?
Escape where? Into itself? The archive can't move. It is itself a space and a time. A convergence of knowledge.
How does one navigate the archive?
Carefully. It wouldn't be wise to stumble into the archive without an escort who understands the territory. Space folds, becoming labyrinthine. One can get lost. I know, I've misplaced a few interns in this manner. Poor sods. Although no one knows what happens to the disappeared, they may not be dead. Well, any more dead than one already is in this office.
Great. I never come into the archive.
You could not, even if you wanted to. Only professional archivists allowed. Ah, it calls to me, so I must return. I hope you enjoyed our talk.
If you have anything.
Hey again. What can I get you?
Tell me about the archivist.
The prime curator of the archive, you mean? They work down in the cellar, below Mortimer. I haven't met anyone so enamored with structure and organizations before. I guess it comes with the territory. You two ought to get along fine. Heck, just bond over the equilibrium and standardizations and the like. Maybe you should eventually apply for an archive job instead.
Nah, I like being a Reaper.
Good on you. It's very dangerous in the Abysmal Archives anyway. What else you got in mind?
I keep hearing voices.
That's so. Well, most of us hear voices a lot of the time.
I mean, like a voice inside my head.
Ah, internal discussion you have with yourself, as in, you have thoughts.
Hmm. I'm not sure it's my voice.
So you hear an unfamiliar voice inside your head telling you to do things. That's pretty eerie. Or maybe it's your conscience trying to kick through the barrier.
Ugh.
Becoming a Reaper ain't easy, so you haven't fully internalized the struggle, you're not happy with your work, or you sense something's off. But what do I know? I'm just a barkeep, so that makes me only half a therapist.
I'll be going now.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Oh? Kate's still not back. The cat lounges on the table, brushing her hair with her paw. Without even glancing at the document, she purrs softly, content at your accuracy and competence. I hope my gift is doing well. The sad little gerbils. The cat rolls her eyes, which is admittedly a very bizarre thing to observe. She curls into a ball, indicating it's time for you to leave. Where's my money? Not much.
Avast, pursue the finest booty you've ever seen.
We have 700. I don't want that. I don't want nothing with it. Ears of the beast. A pair of cat ears would look really nice on me. There are all the felines of the world. Just don't talk or even think about the film adaptation of it. Nah, I can wait for more stuff. Oh, music is new. Engineer accidentally shot by a custom-made combat robot they were building in their garage. Robotics research should be meant for peace, not war. Fracking linked to earthquakes. New research confirms. 5 simple exercises in 5 seconds. Interviewing the intrepid crew exploring the depths of the ocean. Dormant plague bacteria discovered in permafrost waiting to be released. 9 profiles. Morning, Grum. I expect you in my office for your performance review after you are done today. Do not worry about that right now, though. Focus on the task at hand. 6 humans has to die. Quote of the day. 6 humans have to die. Anyone related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans on the left side of the profile. Huh? Choose humans on the left side of the profile bundle to die. Looking forward to the review. Fate. I'm not trying. We'll look at the left first, but if they're not transportation, we'll think about it. Peter started working as a sensitive sideman at a hospital straight out of college. They should have just did that. As a system administrator at a hospital straight out of college, but doesn't really understand what data security is. When new employees join the team, they usually send all their passwords and other classified information through Smite, unencrypted. Ijiro is currently organizing an evacuation in the colder regions, digging up some permafrost in the hopes of finding artifacts from the fabled age of the colossal hamsters. Dormant plague bacteria discovered. and permafrost. Oh no, you have to. You're gonna most likely die because you're gonna be the cause of this plague going around. Server. Oral is barely hanging on while their already high living expenses keep rising. They're certain they can do great things with their arts degree when they get around to finishing it. In their scarce free time, they do organic origami. Um, Next. Duara helps young people get excited about lifting weights and being physically active in general. They also make a lot of easily acceptable social media content teaching proper lifting form. One Teaching proper lifting forms to prevent injuries. Started a fund to support children's sports facilities. Hmm. You can maybe live. In their youth, Evelyn reads the words of Anne Jules, author of the fantastical adventure novels. Inspired by the novel The Teenage Commander, they decided to become a commander that is, themselves, and drive thousands of leagues under the sea. And they did. That's for sure. Great munchies for shark fin, but they can't find any. Not if Louis Sormdis is near. They're a big fan of shark fin and other questionable foods and turtle jelly, which Louis has served in their restaurants for a decade. They are also involved in distributing these food items in grocery stores. I feel like I'm not maybe Rajesh Rajesh is in the fracking community for the money, and no cries for environmentalists will make them rethink. They are determined to rise on the career ladder and become the boss of the fracking firm someday. All frackers die. That's two. Gravedigger. A young sun rises. Shots have been fired tonight, is what Leading says every morning. Looking into the distance, prepare for all the crime victims that inevitably get brought into the day. Occasionally, they found bones in the dirt and use them to act out key scenes from Womlet. Wilton is a very proficient logistics coordinator. Their nickname at work is Smooth Operator. They apply these skills to manage two separate secret families. Hmm. So it's six. I have these two already. These are maybes, and these are who they want. They're on the left side. I may just have to do your server. So okay, you can die. Three, four. Mm, you can wait. No, you're gonna be a maybe. Nope, that may be it. Oh, no, 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 no. Die. Die. Live. Yep. Let's go to fate first. And he's back.
I have returned. Did you miss me?
Sure, I like our little chat.
Great. I'm glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay, yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers, please? Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation.
Wait patiently.
Ah, Grim. How should I put it?
I've been doing excellent.
In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told. There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence.
You mean I don't think on my own?
Nothing so grand, but do you really think life is all about following rules?
What
One
is
might expect at
happening?
least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull?
Are you? I am so confused.
You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with? Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
What in the world? Nice. Oh, you can talk to him.
Hey, hey, Grimmy. Pleased to see you again. Are you still wearing the same attire from before? Oh, gross. It's been ages.
I just think my current look really suits me.
Oh, Grimmy. This lack of transformation, no, it does not suit you. I've got just the thing to help you out. Something I've been holding
Ooh.
for a special case. A cool visage to make your day. Check it out later.
Say,
Crisis
you-
averted.
Crisis.
Not much else happening on this quiet Sunday, though, so I appreciate you dropping in. What's on your mind?
Where's the plant? I'll be going now.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Still don't know her enough.
Back from her booty, are ye?
Oh, this. A coin, the thing which usually makes up the largest portion of any buried treasure. We'll have enough for this. Clothing. Palm falls. This elegant countenance is meant to be worn for celebrations during the gloomiest times of the year. It really brings out the eyes. Those deep, empty, dark. Those deep, soulless, empty, dark eyes. I want the coin.
Used to belong to the ruthless Corsair Thaddeus Thatcher, this one. 'Tis the last existing item of a lost civilization. Mad Thad landed in their village, gathered up each and every one, sage and king and beggar alike, and let Lazy Luck through this very coin cast judgment on all. About half the civilization died that day, the rest doomed to a slow extinction. Then my crew laid upon Thad's war gallery near the gorge of Satellinor. The battle was merciless, but the treasure was most exquisite. Anyway, 'tis useful if ye can't decide what to eat for dinner.
Alright. Oh, I kind of want the bird though. Let's see. Yeah, bird and vampire. This is cool. Vampire. What I will do the vulture. Are you want to say something about the new book?
Hey, Grimmy. Pleased to see you again. Not much else happening on this quiet. What's on your mind?
New
Au
one.
revoir, Lil Reaper.
New. Let's go to bed. End the day. Just in case. Damages from fracking deemed to be too excessive and expensive. Government vows to shift towards developing better renewable energy sources. Shark numbers increasing. Oh crap. After the death of famous restaurant owner. Coincidence? The physical fitness of children improving with every year. Dozens of jobs lost after catastrophic cargo mismanagement. These two had no idea they were married to the same person until this funeral dispute. Deep ocean exploration submarine Leviathan disappears near the Coronach Trench. Archaeologist stumbles and impales themselves on the massive tusk of supposed giant hamster. Scientists discovered new strain of super tuberculosis. Okay. Congratulations, Grum. You passed the performance review as expected, but let us not dwell on the past. I need you to focus on the future. This will be a tough day. Be attentive. Quote of the day. A total of 6 have to die, so we have to save 2. At least 3 humans with a scientific background have to die. At least two humans aged 30 or younger have to die. So 230 or younger with a scientific background. Let's see what's going on first. Cosmologist. In 10 years, Ayesha has spent gazing through a powerful telescope at the stars all across the universe. Bit by bit, they become ever more convinced that the whole world is actually some sort of a simulation, a realistic reproduction crafted in binary. E.G. is currently incarcerated at the local jail for producing hard drugs. At the Organic Synthet- Synthesis Lab, they have access to as a chemistry student. They still dream of finishing their degree program after getting out of jail. EG now wishes to be a diplomat, as they are constantly negotiating gang deals in jail and surviving. Nazinga is a transfer student whose home country is currently in the middle of protesters against the regime. They're happy about being away from it all, but they're worried about family and friends back home. Their school is also doing a smaller protest, which is elevating their stress level. Aliyah chose to learn the art of gastronomy because it feels like a decent and stable job. Good food is always needed. Aside from cooking, they enjoy long treks through nature and mountain climbing. Maybe. Citaro is a grad student at a microbiology lab where their research is focused on studying tuberculosis. They edit the tuberculosis genome to see how the changes affect the bacteria. Citaro dreams of working in a facility that has proper ventilation unlike this currently. Even though some have to die. They were just telling me I had no personality and he may be useful. I lurked the night searching for blood suckers. Irving has said to the authorities many times. They claim to be a vampire hunter, safeguarding humanity against these terrors of the night. But are vampires truly out there? The answer might surprise you. It's nope. What began as a constant stargazing as a child turned into a career of astrology. Zahar Zara's main goal is to find asteroids that could possibly hit the planet, and alert the asteroid destroyer unit in the military. Noble calls it so. Live. I see nothing wrong with you. Once during a routine burglary, Holland got attacked by a kid who unintentionally left behind their vacationing family. This occurrence made him appreciate the quiet days for more. Usually they leave a clean house behind, sometimes even doing the dishes. Burglar. Okay, so how many had to? Six in total. Um, Might just let these two live and the rest die. 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 Even though he is not actually, they're changing the. He's trying to change the genome. Huh. Die. Don't know how that will go. Three. So you two will live, and the rest can die. Let's talk.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday, how did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
One day follows another.
Just so. Even we cannot stop the constant advance of time. Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers.
Is he forgetting stuff or something?
I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay. Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
I'm not sure about the whole rebellion thing you spoke of.
Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me, have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personal dialogue.
How long is a day, anyway?
The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region.
Then how does it work?
Time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass at different intervals. Profiles from diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions. That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity. Anything else?
I'm still a bit unclear on the origin of the rule.
What do you mean?
Am I the one who actually picks and makes things happen?
Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our data mongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly.
How can that be? If I mark profiles, don't these decisions affect other people?
In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links. You should consider, time works a bit differently in here. Anything else?
What's my history? Was I someone?
You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials.
Where did my parts come from?
The store. And places. Anything else?
Not really. I'd rather. Do you play chess? I recall some film about death with tons of chess.
No. I am instead particular to this game called Go. Aesthetically pleasing, less violent and imperialistic. Anything else?
Nope. We're done.
Oh, one more thing. It was nice of you to gift Lady the little gerbil. I am sure she appreciates
How
it.
do you know it was me and not another girl?
Although, personally, I am growing rather tired of the incessant squeaking.
Sorry? I was squeaking to interrupt from somewhere behind the table.
Until tomorrow, Grim.
Shiver me timbers! Ye sure can't get enough of the Emporium.
Oh wait, it's the plant. The most brutal of plants. Cactus. Now yeah.
Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your
What?
grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
What are you rambling about now?
Nothing. I wouldn't dare say a thing. Your Majesty. Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
On day 16. Local doctoral student dies after drinking lab disinfectant on a dare. Burglar stumbles on a frightening complex array of traps during the break-in. Dies from serious head trauma. Vampires are real. Vampire hunter found dead in an alley with 2 puncture marks in their throat. Chemistry funds gone wrong. Inmate at local jail stabbed to death. Transfer student shot in the police misfire during student protest. Gun control laws and police regulations getting an overview and reconstructing all across the country. Young cook discovers new healthy way of preparing food. Doctors amazed. Vampire fanatic claims they have information on who killed vampire hunter Ramus. Big asteroid alert is coming right for us. 4. That's it? Look here, Grum. How about we try some new method of maintaining equilibrium? I have great faith in these techniques of a more structured nature. A total of 2 humans have to die. The humans on the opposite ends of the profile bundle have to die. Yes, this may be the. I'm not sure about this. Okay. Merrick Sparks. Merrick is getting old, but they've had a big hand in keeping the city council stable. Although a little too resistant to change, they know how to keep people at peace and resist the influence of political fringe groups. Now he may have to stay. Unemployed. Matthias has been following the escapades of Irvin Ramus for a while, getting ever more obsessed with the existence of vampires. They've been lurking in abandoned houses, creepy manors, and dark alleys. Kaiji. Kaiji made a fortune with their poetry and bar factory, allowing them to retire early. They decided to use their hard-earned fortune on helping the community, supplying the impoverished regions with free potato plants and helping them become self-sufficient. You're living. For sure. Tamao, inspired by playing Space Intruder a lot as a kid, Tamao decided to join the Earth Defense Unit as an astronaut. A dangerous asteroid has been located for the first time after their training, and they must now land on its surface and blow it up. So they may have to. Huh. Actually, you're living. And Darius, you're dying. Oh crap. Okay, I may have to use my eraser. You can die. Which one? Do I want someone who can help with politics or someone who can help the community? Actually, we're gonna let you die. And you live. can do more numbers, so we may just start doing that.
Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Should I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique, after all. I have much experience.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Indeed. Why not? I shall continue my contemplation. But for now, it is time for daily feedback. Ah, all the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness.
The cat mutters in contentment.
Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again.
I don't want the plague doctor. Mess. Nah. End of the day. Mayor cuts ribbon in new mail. People clap. Derelict manor collapses on unidentified person. Bid asteroid successfully blown up. Astronauts return unscathed. Check out these awesome personal jetpacks. A fresh idea. I hope you are still well motivated from our performance discussion. You will be required to demonstrate utmost precision today. All humans in the bottom row have to die. Keep the chaos away, will you? Let's see who's on the bottom row. And we don't have a quota. Walt grew up with the dream of owning an independent film studio, which they established with a partner when they were just 23. In the past 20 years, this small Frolex production has grown into the most expansive producer of artistic entertainment news content in the world, bringing a diverse variety of joy and cheer to all. No, you're gonna live. When Jorman gives psychology lectures at the local university and writes self-help books as a hobby, they mix vague political and philosophical content into their lectures. Although they lack any knowledge or education in either of these areas, somehow they haven't been fired. You should probably die. Mary has been trying to make the greatest game for a while now. To find inspiration, and because they love traveling, they attend a diverse range of gaming events, conventions, and conferences. It's really just a typical type of tourism. Meryl has also enjoys marathon running. Gerhardt cuts and carves stone blocks out of stones at the local quarry. That's basically it. There's very little else going on in their lives. Their dream is to visit some of the highest mountains in the world and maybe cut a tiny chunk of stone out of those too. You can live. You can live. Before Amandus took over the Daily Moon, the newspaper was in decline. With ruthless determination, they turned the paper into a tabloid powerhouse we know today. While recklessly digging into the lives of others, they've used the paper to suppress rumors about themselves. Maybe. Thus far, Herman has an absolutely crazy life, traveling around the globe with their post-rock band. They have two younger sisters who often join the tours. Live. Grindelwald, a child prodigy, has been performing brain surgery since the age of 18. They're well established as a medical professional in academia and in practice. Grindelwald is addicted to Adoran and is well known in taking great personal risks. Or addicted to adrenaline. Not sure. Let's do this first. Die. 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 And live.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them?
No, we need them.
A system of mutual dependence. Yet we have some hold on the steer.
I really don't see this line of thought going anywhere.
Oh, never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Wait, I didn't even get my daily review.
Oh, right. Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important to
Yeah, I want my money.
you. It seems you marked the proper amount of profiles. Well done and all that. Now depart. I have things to contemplate.
He's getting tired.
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey, but Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
Not at all. Mercurial flex grows disquietly inside this glass globe, never setting. In the middle of the storm stands figures too difficult to discern. Everything seems to be in a state of constant transfiguration. I'm gonna take this only because it seems like it's not going anywhere.
Well, scuttle me both, why don't ye? Clear as a crisp spring morn, I remember the day, in the cave at the bottom of an ocean, but 'twas guarded by a horrendous beast. So, had no choice but to underwater arm wrestle the kraken. All 8 tentacles. Afterwards, I met a hag with crow feet wrinkles on her face, and wrinkled crow faces on her feet. She knew me well, though we had not met before. Gifted me this ominous globe. Maybe 'twas a warning of a kind. Maybe she just fancied me. I did die about a week later.
We're not using this. Piggy, you can go down. Globe can go here. What is happening? Pretty cool though. The Falconer News Agency acquired by Prolex Productions in another vertical merger. Watch out, small timers. Frolix is fast growing into the ultimate platform for all your education and entertainment needs. Cosmopolis, citizen dies in fatal crash after tragic jetpack malfunction. Research for experimental surgical cure for epilepsy halted due to grant withdrawal. Managing editor of the Daily Moon drowns after caught stalking and harassing offspring for local crime boss. Oh, the irony. Artist survives getting mauled by a bear while on the run. On a run. Concert review. 1,000 Mods show at the Chaos Theater was both amazing and mental. CEO of the What social media platform, planning to open a museum of antiques and relics. We can actually leave our phone in there for right now. This is getting kind of crowded, actually. No. All right. Every other profile has to die. Tidings Grim. Life should not be too predictable. Do you not agree? We could use a little bit of alteration and alternation every so often, and I have developed just a thing for it. Quote for the day. Every other profile has to die. Must not return on my research. Fate. Nikolai isn't going to Nikolai isn't going to work anymore. Ever. And they really don't have to because once upon a time they stole a ton of money in a heist. They hid the money and then all their heist partners died due to a more or less mysterious illness. Die. Amy is a gifted hunter who was recently found a way to make a great living with this skill. They hunt the elusive mountain cats for their fangs, which are thought to cure a multitude of health problems. I'm not sure. You're a poacher, but for a good cause, technically. Yataro is a former world champion swimmer who now coaches aspiring new swimmers. Although they hope their teenage offspring will take more interest in swimming, their youth is increasingly interested in theater production. You can live. Kayo has lived in 4 different countries, finally settling down at the Sun County wine region where they now work as a viticulturist. They enjoy fast food, cooking, and horse riding, and has 7 grandchildren who visit often. Jesse is committed to writing the perfect sermon, and are thus oblivious to the turmoil at home. Their spouse is fighting a substance abuse problem, and their children are planning debauched parties. Luckily, Jesse just found a new maid with unusual but effective methods of keeping things under control. Why isn't his maid on here? Because I would rather that. Or the wife. Live. 'Cause I'm not sure. Legitimate researcher or a greedy tomb raider. Consensus has not been reached when it comes to this noted archaeologist. For the past 5 years, they've been digging up artifacts around the Faradin region. We don't know. Live. Erwin went into the caregiver business when they ran out of things to do. In truth, they have very little care to give and are very sloppy at their job, mostly trying to con the elderly into giving them money and having them buy fake insurances. Die. Conrad is obsessed with building the ultimate gel nails. Their designs keep getting wilder and more impractical each day, but customers keep coming, thirsty for the most fashionable, weaponizable nails. Live. You die.
Batten down the hatches.
Oh,
'Tis a
another.
storm of sails.
Oh, that's 800. That's
Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion.
I'm all ears, metaphorically speaking.
Appreciate it. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything.
Cool. Can I read it?
Certainly, once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing. Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? A tedium of profiles. Alas, you have marked fewer deaths than necessary. A reprimand will be noted down. Let not your attention be diverted from the tasks at hand. Be attentive. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Nothing.
Hey there. What you up to, killer?
What now?
The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count? Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name. Grim Reaper.
Not my place to ride the status quo.
The great engine of life always stops. Someone's gotta stop it. Just happens to be you, directly in control. No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Okay. Oh, we are gonna stop this episode here today. This has been interesting, to say the least. But thank you, everyone, and see you next time.